Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the green or the dragon player, we have Team Gamer. Spawn on top right side as the orange English, we have Zerty. Zerty? I have no idea. And he immediately goes for a pair of farms to extend his sheep, and wait, he's not going for any villagers on gold at the moment. Does get some arrows there onto the scout, and now he's going for some gold and a house now. When it comes to map generation, orange does have a good amount of deer and boar next to each other, gold and stone next to each other. Various resources a bit scattered on the right side. For green, does have quite a bit of gold right here, it's next to some stone. Good spot for a secondary town center, but there's a good chance that Holy Empire player tends not to go for. We got a Gilded Spearman, and since we got a very late start on the gold, the Gilded Spearman actually is going to get some work done. Though English villagers do have decent, actually have a bow and arrow, so they can retaliate for free. Fires a volley there. Slowly being whittled down, but it's doing a good job at 9 the gold income. Good micro there with the network castles. He's able to increase attack speed to 3. And the Gilded Spearman goes down to English villagers. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But back over here. Holy Empire players tend not to go for secondary town center, but all the Dragons players do tend to go for a second town center, so it's probably a good spot for the deer and for the gold. Down south, there's more deer and boar next to each other, so it's a good amount of food. And a little bit extra gold up here. There's actually quite a bit of stone right here. 4 small deposits spawned right in front of him over here. 1 large one over there. Well, green's 4 small is very scatterous. Council Hall now going on up at ×2 archery range. And over here, you got the Minwork Palace to get the unique research and a free blacksmith. Blacksmith will also be cheaper and faster. We do now have the mill. But this will improve the collection rate of those 2 farms. Though there's not enough room there to place a farm between here and the house. Council Hall 4 villagers, Minwork Palace 2 villagers.
Yes, sir.
And the Council Hall is now complete. He's immediately going for some longbowmen, eyeing for a bit of harassment. And now we do have a house here. Got a lumber camp here. And now got the Minwork Palace range armor increase now. Longbowman making his advance. We do have a barracks here going for a Gilded Man at Arms, so she'll easily deal with that longbowman, no problem. I always say feudal Man at Arms tend to be the best units in the entire game. Both players can deploy a feudal Man at Arms. Of course, as the Gilded Man at Arms has 3 range armor, the longbowman does punch harder, so we're able to do 6 damage or 3 damage per shot. Does get +1 range armor there. The Minwork Palace is great for Man at Arms rush, since it does both the Holy Empire and the Order of Dragons have the minus 40% cost and 40% research faster. Believe it or not, Man at Arms rushes are pretty good with the Minwork Palace. You also can get cheaper siege engineers as well. Longbowman just being pursued. He does have more longbowmen being put on the field. So we have to watch. Kill this Gilded Man at Arms with 1,000 cuts. They're doing 2 damage per shot, soon to be 3 damage per shot. Scout does get Forsen back. You can always go with the Golden Cuirass. If they fall below 30% health, they take 20% less damage, making it even more hard to kill. Villagers do take a good volley of arrows there. Order of the Dragon's villagers do have extra health. Does not have textiles just yet. 9 longbowmen in the field at the moment. Gilded horsemen now being put on the field. That should be very effective versus these longbowmen. He's going to need more than just one. Gilded horsemen now pulled on the field. Gilded man arms taking some massive damage there from the various sources. The villagers only have a 5 damage bow, so they will do minimal damage versus the gilded man at arms. Or 6 damage bow now. So they do double damage from what I was referencing. Got some gilded archers in the field. Gilded archers do have a high attack speed bow with a slightly extra range and some extra health to work with. English player's going for range armor now. Got those research going up as well. Specialized pick now researched. Got these forces now push way forward. Gilded Archer can quickly be picked on off. This is not good for both players. Does get some good hits down the Gilded Archers. Gilded Horsemen now engaged in the longbowmen. Got a villager also walking on by, getting shanked by a not gilded scout. Gilded bowman being focused down. Gilded horseman, one inspired to go down. He needs to focus that one down first, probably. Gilded horseman does go down. Got a couple spearmen here, or a single spearman. He needs to get that spearman first. Got a lot of extra damage on that gilded horseman. Only does 30 damage versus the longbowmen each. So we'll 3-shot the longbowman. More gilded horsemen there. Now do you have an outpost being built? Outposts will provide network of castles. No palings put on out. Gilded horseman taking some fire. And now the Gilded Horseman gains good damage there on these longbowmen. Now going to focus on the villager. The outpost is nowhere rear built, so probably not focus down that villager, but he will take him out. Got a couple spearmen here to engage the Gilded Horseman. And the Gilded Horseman is just moving around, taking some damage there. Gilded Archers taking some damage as well, being focused down. And the Spearman now gains some damage down those Gilded Horsemen, and the Scout taking some damage as well. Scout down, not big surprise. Longbowmen do impale that longbowman. Gilded Horseman impales the longbowman. Got a couple Spearmen here. They're taking some damage from the Gilded Archers, but the Gilded Horsemen taking some severe damage. Just a small number of Spearmen is all you need to gauge the Gilded Horseman. And that Gilded Horseman is down to 5 health, so even a longbowman poses a massive threat to him. And now the English player is going for wheelbarrow. Looks like this village is going to be continuing constructing that outpost. Couple of defensive spearmen there. Maybe it's a good idea to go for palings. One of the few times where palings is going to be useful. Good archer does go down. Spearman charging the way forward. Spearman could turn around and engage the Gilded Horseman, get some good damage there. Longbowmen being focused on by the Gilded Horseman. Gilded Horseman still hitting them, and the Spearmen are not staying alive. We do have 2 early man-at-arms on the field for the English player. The early man-at-arms may want to turn around and engage those Gilded Archers. They do have good attack speed, but they mostly rely on attack speed to do damage. Takes out the outpost, and now we do have Boar being obtained. Boar down. You can't build a mill. Wait. Yeah. Wait. I'm not sure what those villagers are doing. They're really bugging out because you shouldn't be able to build a mill on top of the boar, right? You got some of these guys building the boar. These are... I have no idea what those villagers are doing. It really bugged out there. You shouldn't be able to build a mill on top of boar like that. And he can only use 3 villagers to collect the boar itself. There's still plenty of deer in this region to collect up either way. Maybe go for another mill here. And grind those deer up in a thin red paste. Which is a really good perk in Fallout New Vegas. Them good eats. Longbowmen. 14 longbowmen for 10 gilded archers. Not man-at-arms. Gilded horsemen charge way forward. And we've got the spearmen and man-at-arms do take him out. Mill now being employed on the field. Wood is being collected up there, not a big surprise, but the English players are really collecting up his wood. Can have quite a bit of wood right now to start transitioning to some farming economy. Golden Cuirass now deployed in the field. He's just like eyeing for some man-at-arms now. 1 gilded man-at-arms deployed in the field, another one on the way. He's having trouble maintaining field control, so maybe not a good idea to go to the Regnice Cathedral. Maybe a good idea to go to the Bolgraf Palace. If you have less relics, Bolgraf Palace does provide more resources. If you're able to obtain all the relics, then the Regnice Cathedral will provide more value. Gilded horsemen for them. Which is a good number of them. Do got 3 gilded men-at-arms in the field as well. Longbowman gains good damage there. Spearmen and men-at-arms for forward. Now got the network of castles. Those gilded men-at-arms will take quite a bit of abuse, especially the Golden Cuirass. Out, and the outpost drawing too much fire right there. He needs to retask them away from the structure. Does get some good damage there. Gilded man-at-arms pushing way forward. Early man-at-arms on push way forward, trying to get some damage onto these gilded longbow or gilded archers. Gilded horsemen take some fire now. Most of them have gone down. 1 remains. All of them have gone down. Take some damage there. Gilded man-at-arms engaging that outpost. Got these early man-at-arms getting some good damage there onto the gilded archers. Longbowmen getting some fire. Does have effective network of castles. And the man-at-arms almost down, barring that one. Gilded man-at-arms moving forward. Got a gilded, or not gilded man-at-arms now trying to engage him. Focusing the man-at-arms now. A couple more man-at-arms and longbowmen now being pulled out. Now do have the King's Palace, which does provide him free secondary town center. There's good damage there. Longbowman getting some hits there. We've got the man-at-arms forward, getting some damage onto the archers. Villagers getting hit there. One does go down, two will go down, the third one will probably escape on out of there. Man-at-arms engaging that man-at-arms. Longbowman trying to provide some good fire support. The King's Cause almost complete. You can go for the veteran longbowman research, but maybe a good idea to just go straight for crossbow production to hit those men-at-arms. He doesn't have stable in the field, so can't go for some knights. And I do have the veteran longbowman research, which will give him actually a decent amount of extra damage. Right now, these longbowmen doing what? 3 damage per arrow against the man-at-arms. Those should put him with a 4. Go with the range damage, he will get up to 5 damage. Actually, we'll get him to 6 damage. I always forget the archer upgrade. Always give them +2 damage if going to veteran. In arms straight forward to engage those longbowmen. We've got the Regnese Cathedral now being pulled on out. Please go knight for those relics. Gilded man-at-arms take some fire. Now do have the man-at-arms upgrade for the English player, upgrading the early man-at-arms to regular man-at-arms. Running out longbowman there. He could try garrison the outpost in order to fight, since he doesn't have good numbers anymore. Early man-at-arms does go down there. No armor clad just yet. The English player has quite a bit of resources stockpiled on up.
Fotas, Bere.
Ruft den Furzen, bewegt euch. Was soll getan werden?
We do now have the dragon scaled armor, increasing the range armor of gilded archers by 3. That can be very useful to fight against the longbowmen, so it's probably good to not go for any more longbowmen. One of the veteran upgrade is still useful, just to make sure they get a little bit more value, longevity out of them. And now the armored clad research, so this can make run transition to mass man-at-arms. The veteran gilded archers only get up to 10 armor this age, in which the man-at-arms can't, or 10 damage this age, in which the armor clad men-at-arms can get up to what, 8 armor this age. So they can take a lot of hits. Do now the dragon scaled armor now. Right now, that 5 range armor, so these longbowmen will do at most 5 damage per hit as well. Thank you. And have a good evening. And the prelate will be focused on by the man-at-arms. More longbowmen there. Gilded crossbow does take some hits there. It's not affected by the armor upgrade of the archers. We've got now the network of castles here. Give them good defensive capability. Right now, the man-at-arms do have 8 range armor, so these good archers will only do 1 damage each. He's realized his opponent's going for mass man-at-arms now, rather than going for longbowmen. So he's going to just keep producing crossbows now, though he is still building some longbowmen and to aid his force. We don't see any more gilded man-at-arms here. We do have a single gilded knight somewhere, which helped him say good night to his opponent. Gold being collected up there, no outpost. And there is a Gilded Knight. Gilded Knight does have excellent damage, health, and armor. The Gilded Knight right now has 6 armor. The not Gilded Man-at-Arms have 12 damage, so doing 50% less damage to the Knight. And the armor will not be very useful for them due to the high base damage of the Gilded Knight. Man-at-Arms push forward, trying to torch down the outpost. We do got a Spring Golem placement with a relic on the inside. Not fortified at the moment. He can use emergency repairs. Emergency repairs are now active, which will keep him nice and topped off. We got army size of 35 versus 36, so very similar army sizes. Gilded crossbows do have 6 tile range, so do hit for a decent range, able to stay away from the longbowmen. And now we do have the fortified outposts now complete. And he took nearly perfect damage onto it. English players going for more economic techs as well as more melee armor. Up here we do now have a large number of palisade walls going on up. Spring Galls gain some decent damage there onto the man-at-arms. Distractionary Wololo. 3 relics have been claimed by Orange, the 4th one on the way. Green's only got 1 relic, so he failed getting the relics, so now going for Aragonese Cathedral is actually not that great. He really should have gone for the Bolgrav Palace. Bolgrav Palace would provide him actually more value with the unit reduction. Boar still being claimed up here, as with that whole bug placement there, it's actually very hard out. The boar only has 58 food left. Sacred sites now being claimed by Orange, massive around the palisade walls being built. Dornhow research now complete, so his Lance Connects will do a bit of bleed damage. It's actually good against villagers, not exactly great against mass armies. Though with the higher armored English units, the bleed effect can be a bit more significant. So far, he only has a single Lance Connect on the field. A couple more could be useful, but they will see bonus damage from the longbowmen. That's a single, not longbowman, but villager there. Gain some arrows. Outposting some fire. Can be repaired on up, but the relic on the inside does take a little less fire damage with the extra torch armor, extra fire armor. Gilded crossbows gain some good damage there on those English man-at-arms. They do hit like a truck. They probably fire small trucks. Emergency repair is now activated there on the outpost. Gilded man-at-arms and Knight push way forward. Do got the single Zornhow pushing way forward. Lance Connect has gone down, but he does have some bleed effect on his units. Gilded man-at-arms engaged in the longbowman army. Got a decent number of crossbows here by the English player as well. More barracks to there. Got a couple prelates there for healing. They do have the inspire ability there to inspire these military units. Single English monk here for healing. Do have an outpost here, upgrade for spring cold and fortified. Military academy is now being built, and some more mining techs. Now got a pair of battery rams being pulled on the field. We do now have a good number of battery rams here. Very good number of battering rams. 8. I hope I'm trying to break through the opponent's outpost there. If the big conflict happens, these battery rams could bypass the engagement and go straight to his opponent's base. Now we've got the Berkshire Castle here, though I don't think it will be completed before the next engagement. Man-at-arms do have increased attack speed being near the outposts now. Got these forces push way forward. We've got a spring gold on the field from, no, that's just inside the outpost, so technically not on the field. Man-at-arms engaging man-at-arms. No, lance connects in the field. Batteries push way forward, which could actually do some serious damage to the Berkshire Castle that's still under construction. And it's taking some hits there. The Berkshire Castle will be complete, won't be interrupted. So you will get the age up. Does inside the outpost now. It's firing arrows against the banner, which is not good. He needs to perhaps recast against infantry units. Safe side has been decaptured. Crossbows and longbows engaging. Berkshire Castle has been set ablaze. It does abandon the villagers out of the region. Or for the elite man-at-arms and the elite longbowman research. He does have some lance connects in the field. At least just the one. Breeze straight forward. Not many man-at-arms on this side of the field at the moment, so the longbowman can do some good work. He's trying to wait for the elite to upgrade. One of the man-at-arms to go down. Prelates on the front line. Prelates will quickly go on down as well. Veterans engage in this siege workshop. The siege workshop does go down. Council Hall now takes some fire. Villagers not going for torches, does consider the town center now. Outpost has, or the council hall has been burned down. Elite man-at-arms running around. They have 9 armor at the moment. The crossbows do still some damage. Battery rams not connecting onto the town center. Town center is skiing arrows onto the units up here. Man-at-arms still pushing forward. This will be landmark 3 of 4. The last remaining landmark's way up here. So he won't be knocked out by annihilation just yet, but he's getting knocked out based on conquest. Man-at-arms are trying to push their way forward. Got some now good horsemen there to engage the various ranged forces now. Those here a little bit stacked on up, having flaming wheat in their hands. Longbow getting hit there. He does want the King's Palace now, getting the monastery, and orange back to the game now. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.